Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. And welcome to DC Fans United. So I've got some good news for you guys. If you haven't heard yet, Grace Fulton, the actress who played Mary Marvel in the Shazam movie, has signed a contract. So she has a 5-picture movie deal with Warner Brothers. So that's really interesting. We do know that there's going to be a sequel to Shazam, probably 2 sequels, but that still leaves 2 more movies in addition to that she is committed to. So that's really cool. I thought she did a really great job in the movie. I kind of wish she'd had more screen time, but a lot of the characters aside from, well, Shazam, Billy Batson, and Freddie Freeman didn't get a ton of screen time, especially the other foster kids. Mary got probably the 3rd most screen time of the group, but she could have definitely used more. So I'm kind of wondering if the 2 other movies are going to also be Shazam movies, or if somewhere down the line they're planning on doing like a Mary Marvel movie, which I actually think would be really cool. She's actually a really interesting character and superhero. She has definitely got her own place in the comics and isn't just standing in, Captain Marvel or Shazam's shadow. So I think that it's a really positive sign that she's on for so many movies. I'm just not sure what they're going to be yet, so I'm definitely curious to see. And like I was saying, I thought she did a really good job in her role as the character of Mary Marvel. I thought she did a really good job, along with the other kids. So aside from, the movie she's already been in, she's going to be in the Black Adam spinoff, of course, and that's got Dwayne Johnson in it. But aside from that and the upcoming movie with Dr. Savannah and Mr. Mind, I'm not 100% sure what she's going to be doing. So she's pretty young. She's, I guess, 23, so she should have, that's a good decade or more that they probably will have her in these superhero movies for. So that's a really good sign, I think, that they've got her in for 5 movies. That means there's a really strong commitment from Warner Brothers for Shazam as a franchise. So that's really good to see. And this first movie, it's only been in the box office for a couple weeks, but it's doing fairly well. It's been in the #1 spot for a couple consecutive weeks, which is always a good sign. It had a bit of a drop-off between week 1 and week 2 of 53%, but it's still holding strong. So there's already sequels confirmed, so it doesn't matter whole lot if the movie is a blockbuster, but I'm still rooting for Shazam, and I definitely hope it makes a lot of money, so we get lots and lots of good movies. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see more from her and her performances. I'm also hoping the other characters that they introduced in the movie get to have more of a prominent role in the sequels too. So yeah, it's going to be really good. They could even do Justice League 2, or a straight up just call it Justice League. I think that might be what the 4th or 5th movie is going to be, actually, because the upcoming Suicide Squad movie, it isn't Suicide Squad 2, it's just Suicide Squad. It's a reboot. So I'm thinking eventually they're going to do that with Justice League. So we could have, Shazam, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and then hopefully we can bring back Henry Cavill and have Superman, and by then they should have a new Batman, which is another thing that's kind of crazy because the Batman movie was originally slated for 2020. So that's got to be something they need to address pretty soon too. So a lot of things are up in the air right now, but one thing we know for sure is we're going to be seeing a lot more of Grace Fulton playing Mary Bromfield in Shazam and its sequels, and she will be playing Mary Marvel. Now, one thing I have to wonder is if they're ever going to introduce her as Black Mary, like we saw in Countdown to Final Crisis and Final Crisis. So I kind of hope so, but at the same time, that was a pretty dark time in the comics, so maybe we'll just stick with the regular Mary Marvel. That would be just fine. But that's all for now. Let me know down below what you guys thought of her performance in Shazam. I thought she did a really great job, but like I said, needed more screen time to really shine. And yeah, she is a really cool superhero. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. And as always, thank you for watching and being a part of DC Fans United.
End of line.